Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Madrid Hub. Again, I'm your host, Dr. JOTA. In this video, I will be talking about the latest update that we have on the Rangers side, preparing for that super clash against Motherwell. But unfortunately, this is not going to be good news. S.Gerrard has confirmed 10 minutes ago Ryan Kent might miss a few weeks. Might be out of the squad for the next few weeks because he will get a scan, because apparently last night he felt something in his hamstring and he might be injured. So he might join all the other players that are out of the squad just because of different reasons, COVID, injuries and all the stuff. And yes, the bad news still going on in the Rangers side to keep moving forward, and especially with all these players injured and all the stuff. But let me tell you what, because we have to say something else. Alfredo Morelos is, according to S.Gerrard, another doubt against Motherwell. It is not 100% sure he will be able to make it because apparently the striker has something, minor injury or just ache or something like that, but for any reason he might not be featured against Motherwell in another important test to keep in the fighting for the premiership and to keep up to top in the standings. So I don't know, man, this is really difficult times for S.Gerrard's side, considering that we are missing a lot of players for different reasons, whether COVID, injuries, stuff like that. And right after the defeat against Olympique de Lyon, it is pretty obvious it is not the best news to start the day, but it is what it is. So very bad news for the S.Gerrard side ahead of the clash against Motherwell. Hopefully we can, recover some other players and, be able to build up a starting 11 good enough to face Motherwell and get the 3 points. So let's see what happens. And almost 24 hours after the defeat against Olympique de Lyon, we have to keep talking about more details on the game. In this case, we have to talk about the strong defense S.Gerrard has made to protect one of the Rangers players who has been unfortunately under the spotlight for so long. In this case, S.Gerrard was protecting to Lundstram and his performance last night. For S.Gerrard, he said, and I quote here, "I thought John had a very strong game last night." Apparently some people has been criticizing the player just because he wasn't able to stop to Carl Toko Ekambi, the Lions opener at Ibrox, and that's why he failed. And for any reason, there are still a lot of criticism going on this player. He's been struggling, and that is very true. To be honest, he's been struggling to make some impact in this game. For some people out there, they think he still needs more time to accommodate himself in the squad, to feel better and try to reach his peak, his peak of shape, and try to reach a better, situation, feelings and stuff like that. But for so many people as well out there, Lundstram is not the player he is supposed to be, and of course he's not making anything helpful in the Rangers side, and that's why he should stay on the bench for now. So that's why, in my opinion, S.Gerrard is trying to go out and protect and defend this player, because the last thing you want to hear from one of your players, even if the player is not performing okay or properly, what you don't want to happen is this player losing confidence or security or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So that is not very helpful to criticize and blast the player openly. So in my opinion, people has to be careful towards this player because he probably needs more time, and especially in a moment where Rangers are struggling with all the injuries and people out of the squad for different reasons, COVID and stuff. So I don't know if S.Gerrard he's going to count on him in the next game against Motherwell, or will putting him back on the bench. I don't know, but what is very true, it is all this criticism is not very helpful at all on the players and on the Rangers side. All right, and let's keep talking about the next game against Motherwell, in this case on Sunday. And I don't want to say this is more bad news for the Rangers, but it's pretty obvious this is very good news for Motherwell. Apparently, according to Graham Alexander, Motherwell's coach, he has confirmed that the 29-year-old captain Stephen O'Donnell will be there. I mean, he will be able to make it after missing the last game against Aberdeen because of his international duty. But the thing is, he will be back, and of course, he will try to help to the Motherwell side to win this important and difficult game. Okay, so Motherwell has had a very good beginning of the season. As you know, they are in the 4th place right now, and they won the last game against Aberdeen 2-0. So that's why it's so important for us to keep moving forward and win this game, which is of course something that is not easy. I mean, it's not going to be easy at all, because it's not only that it's a good side what we had in front of us, right? It is also that we are struggling with all these players injured and out of the squad. Like, for example, now Ryan Kent is the last one. Alfredo Morelos will be doubt to be there. We still don't know if he will be able to make it. Yanis Hayes is still out of the squad, and Ryan Jack as well. I mean, there are a lot of problems going on right now in the Rangers side after the defeat against Olympique de Lyon. So I don't want to be pessimistic though, but of course it is not the best condition to face off another important game, another important team in the Premiership. But we have to keep up, we have to keep fighting for it, we have to try to keep top in the standings and win Motherwell next Sunday. So let's see what happens, but what is pretty sure is that Stephen O'Donnell will be there and will be able to make it against us.